You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. You've seen her on Repo Man and Friends of the Viper Room. But our special guest today is blissfully going to discuss what it's like to go to the dogs for a great cause. She's about to unleash a new online TV channel. It's called Barkville TV. Give pause and applause to Dog's best friend, the remarkable Olivia Barash. Hey, welcome to the show, Olivia.
Hey, thank you. Thanks, Arden.
And I guess we have to say a shout out to Pippin, too. Tell everybody who Pippin is.
That's right. Pippin is my baby. She's my Chihuahua/Italian Greyhound mix, we think. Okay. And she is one of our Barkville players. She's one of the stars of Barkville TV. You'll see her dancing in our Dance Moves video. She plays a villain in Mad Mutt's Furry Road, which is Mad Max as performed by dogs. Right. And we have many more that she's in, and with the rest of our Barkville players. She's sitting right here.
Well, Pippin, you have many, many talents, just like your mama, who is an Emmy-nominated actress and director. So, folks, if you really love dogs, we want you to check out Barkville TV. It's going to give you plenty to woof about. And we're going to talk more about the brains behind this new YouTube channel. We're talking again about Olivia Barash, but we have to pay for the show. So, everybody, sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your 4-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Let's talk pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. Our special guest today is a top dog who beautifully blends the 3 C's. I'm talking canines, cameras, and charm. Olivia Barash is an LA-based actress and director, and she has this vision to launch a zany, I think hilarious, and innovative new online TV channel called Barkville TV. Now, the channel launched in mid-October, and it has 3 flagship series guaranteed to appeal to dog lovers all over the planet. And, hey, Olivia, how about maybe we can win over some feline fans, too? What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Once we get our audience established on Barkville TV with dogs, we want to do Meowville TV next.
Hey, I'm in. You had me at Meowville and Barkville. I have a cool cat named Casey, an orange tabby, who thinks he's a feline George Clooney and is the only cat in the country teaching pet first aid. And he purrs when strangers touch him. What do you think of that?
Awesome. We'll have to meet Casey.
Now, if we get him to work some of his abs, he could be a feline Zac Efron, but, you know, it's not there yet. He's still a long, lean orange tabby. But anyway, we're going to dive right in because people want to know, what is Barkville TV? So I figured we'd go to the source, Olivia Barash. So why don't you help our zillions of listeners out there understand why they need to move over must-see TV and go to Barkville TV?
Well, Barkville TV, we are entertaining we are doing parodies, pet parodies. That's one of our series, which is called Pup Culture, and it stars all rescue dogs in these roles. We're doing Pup Fiction, which is Pulp Fiction, of course. Right. We have Mad Mutt's Furry Road. We have Dogzilla. What else? We have The Good, the Bad, and the Pugly. And on and on. And those are the acted. That's the live action. It's partly animated live action series. Then we have another series called Dogumentary, which are short documentaries on the rescue world. And we focus on special rescue dogs, on companies, on rescues that are helping dogs. We did one on Kombucha Dog, which is a kombucha company, and they highlight rescue dogs on their bottles. There are photos of rescue dogs, and they're all adoptable, and they have over a 90% success rate.
And I was looking at that video, Olivia. Is that beer in that bottle, or what is in that bottle?
No, it's kombucha, which
is
a fermented tea. It's a fermented tea, and it's very hip in Southern California. You know, we're all natural out here. So
yeah.
We've got it's very popular out here, and the company is growing. It's fermented tea. It's probiotic. It's very good for you. And the founder of that company was crazy about kombucha. He's a high-end photographer, and he started putting his friends' dogs on the labels, and then he's into rescue, and he made them all rescue dogs that are adoptable on the labels.
Wow, that's pretty good. Now, you said there's a third series, too.
And there's a third series called Doggie Treats, which we have a few of them right now. They're just animated shorts, and they're kind of Monty Python-esque, and they all have dogs and different little cartoons that we're doing.
So how does a girl that was a child actress, I know you got some cred with you. I know that in sniffing around your bio, you've been on many shows, and you actually you got an award. I'm looking quickly for it. You got an award as a child actress in New York, right?
Yes, I got the Critics Award, the New York Critics Award, which was, I think I was the first child to ever be awarded it for a play. I believe that was a play with Ann Miller,
right,
called Panama Hattie. Yeah, and that was that brought me to Los Angeles, and that's when I started my television and film career for real out here, and just did all kinds of television series, and I started doing feature films and stuff like that. I was on Fame, the television series Fame. I was on the last season of that. And, of course, Repo Man was the first feature that I had done.
You were Layla, right? You were Layla.
I was Layla, yeah. I was a UFO occultist.
Well, you were also Sylvia on the Little House on the Prairie.
I was Sylvia in Little House on the Prairie, which was very controversial for Little House. And my character was raped on the prairie, and she died in the second episode. It was very dramatic. I was supposed to marry Albert on that show. That was the word. So I still have fans from that. And
so how old were you when you were doing Little House on the Prairie? Just to give
us. I was around 13 years old, I think.
Wow.
When I did that. I was playing younger. I always played younger.
Yeah.
Because I'm petite, so that was my winning role. And that role, I was considered for an Emmy nomination, but we were just in L.A. for a little while, and I didn't have a manager at the time, and we could have parlayed it further, but I was just going out on auditions and working and, getting a feel for the business. But it was very, very awesome. I still get crazy fan mail from that.
Isn't that wild? But think about this, Olivia. I mean, you had nobody to represent you, and yet you still got enough attention for people to kind of think about the word, the big E, the Emmy. So that's an honor in itself. So, you didn't have a big team behind you at that time. You didn't have a pack of camera hounds or anything, right? So
that's right. Not yet.
What's the deal with you and dogs? Go on, because I know you have a lot of critical acclaim as an actress, and you're very creative and you direct. But what is it about the dogs that brings you to Barkville TV?
I love dogs. I've always loved dogs, and I got to a point where I put a dog in my Fishbone music video that I shot about a year and a half ago, and I shot it over at YouTube Space, LA, which was an honor. It was amazing that we got invited there to shoot it, and I wanted to make it funnier, and the lead guitar player has an afro, this huge afro, and I saw a standard poodle in Venice in a coffee house that had the same hairdo. And so I approached his mom, and I said, would he like to do, be in a music video? And Elvis had already been in one. His name is Elvis of Venice.
Of course he is.
And he had already been in one, and we put him in, and then we dubbed his voice. I dubbed his voice, and everyone loved that piece of the video so much that I decided to build a YouTube channel around Elvis. and that's Barkville TV. That's how Barkville TV was born. Elvis's rescue, all of the doggies that starred in all of the skits happened to be rescues, and I thought, why not benefit rescues and raise awareness on how to adopt with my channel?
Now, is Elvis the one, if everybody would go to, please, after the show, youtube.com/Barkville TV, and that's BARKVILLE TV. It's got the picture, looks like MGM's lion, but it's the dog that's Elvis. Oh my God, Elvis has not left the building, folks. Elvis is here with his tongue out and shades on and a hair that looks like it's been windblown, right?
That's right. That's Elvis. He's quite popular out here. He's famous in Venice town. They do tours with foreigners taking tours for the hotel tours, and they stop and talk about Elvis of Venice when he's walking down the street.
Well, he's not all shook up. I think he's all right. Now, for people that are interested, because, people are getting away from traditional TV and they're looking for different things. So how hard is it, A, to create your own channel on YouTube? And if you could give maybe some aspiring directors or videographers or others that want to do their own TV show, I mean, seriously, it's less expensive, I'm assuming, than saying to NBC, we want a show, but it's still got a lot of work to do.
So much work. Anyone can do it. If you have an idea and you've got a camera and you've got film equipment, which is gettable, it's less expensive than film now. It's video, and you have the content. You can upload it to YouTube. But there's so much more to it than that. There's the promotion of it. There's the social media aspect. That's what I'm dealing with right now. I'm now bringing on Dana Humphreys, who is the pet lady in New York, and she's going to be our pet publicist.
Well, shut the paw up. Do you know we know Dana? She was my first manager.
Dana.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Dana
she's awesome. She was my first manager several years ago when she was just wet behind her ears. She's all grown up. She's the pet lady.
Yes, she is the pet lady, and I'm so excited to be collaborating with her. Yes.
Now we did a shout out for her. Okay, Dana, we just mentioned you on the show. You'd be nice. We love her. And she actually does some newscasts for Pet Life Radio.
Oh, great. Oh, perfect.
So there you go.
So
now you got it.
Connected.
Everybody's connected. Well, that's good because I know you have, talk about your Facebook page so people while we're here can make sure we dash over there too.
Well, our Facebook page is Barkville TV, and that's Facebook. It's facebook.com/Barkville TV, I believe is how you get to it. And we're just uploading photos and GIFs and videos and whatever we can and directing people back to the YouTube channel. We have an event. I did an event invitation on Facebook for watching the launch of Barkville TV. I got blocked a couple times, so doing it. So I'm trying to work that out today. And we're on Instagram. We have an Instagram, which is awesome. And we have all these famous Instagram dogs starting to follow us. And I'm so excited because I want to work with them and bring them onto Barkville TV and guest star.
See, you just opened up a whole different world. I mean, how does it feel for you versus being on a conventional TV or movie set? And here you are, probably in your pajamas with Pippin on your hip, doing some of this, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's really fun. It's really joyful. It's the same kind of set that we actually shoot in my space at Bergamot Station in Los Angeles. I have a huge loft, and we throw up the green screen, and we shoot the pet parodies here. We shoot the other stuff on location, all the documentaries we shoot on location, wherever. I'm going to be shooting in New York City this week. On Saturday, I'm shooting the Tompkins Square Park doggy parade, Halloween doggy parade.
Oh, perfect. So what are you hoping for? What's your goal on that? Because I know it's a multi-billion-dollar business now, dressing up our pets, and especially October 31st.
That's right. Well, my goal is to get as many people following Barkville, subscribing to Barkville TV, and raising awareness. We're going to be donating a portion of our proceeds to Chosen Rescues to help them. Like, I love Best Friends. Best Friends is one of my favorites. I'm already a guardian angel with them, and we're going to do a documentary on them, and hopefully we can partner with them so we can help fund their sanctuaries and stuff like that. That's my goal. I mean, I just want to raise awareness. I want to help pass the no-kill law across the United States.
Good.
And that's what I'm after. That's it.
Now, how did you get Pippin? Where did Pippin come from? Was Pippin in a palace, or where did you find Pippin?
Now, Pippin came from Chihuahuas of the Valley, and I found her on Pet Finder online, and that's also how Barkville TV started. I wanted to adopt all of the Chihuahuas, and I could not. So I brought, and I would cry every morning when I would look online at the photos and who to choose, that I couldn't take them all in. And that's why I thought I'll start this channel, and I can raise awareness and get others to adopt, and we can get everybody taken care of. I mean, that's the goal here. And so Pippin came from Chihuahuas of the Valley. I picked her up. She was staying in a horse stable with all these other Chihuahuas, and she grew up for the first year of her life in a hoarder's house with 92 other dogs.
That is whack. Yeah.
She was really damaged, and she's so much better. I mean, she's a ham, though. She's a natural-born ham, so there's always dogs over here, and she loves dogs. And we were shooting the promos one day. We had 11 dogs in my loft, and Pippin got up on her hind legs and danced in front of the camera and ruined some of the other dogs' shot. and that was how we started her in this. And she loves it. Whenever a camera's in front of her, she looks right into the lens and puts on a show.
Well, I'm going to say this. That's a definite camera hound, and she's probably feel like with those 10 other dogs in your loft, she had an audience. Yeah, she did. She loves the attention, and she's really great. She's warming up to people. At first she was afraid of men, and now she's not. She kisses people when she meets them. So she's becoming a whole new dog. I've had her for almost a year now, and she's just amazing, and she's the love of my life. How old do you think Pippin is, or is she faking out her ID?
She's around 2 years old.
Okay.
She was around 1 when I adopted her. Now she's around 2.
Okay. I adopted a dog from the Rancho Costo Humane Society because my late great Chipper had passed away, and I needed a dog to help teach pet first aid. And I have Kona, whose full name is Ice Cream Kona. You're very nice Kona. And this is the first time I've ever had a dog looks like her. She has that rough-coated Jack Russell Terrier, maybe met an Italian Greyhound like Pippin, and something else. But she's brown and white, real scruffy, is a born performer, too. So I think Pippin and Kona need to kind of get together sometime, because I think they could just make this world be dog-loving all over the place.
That would be awesome. Well, we have lots of roles for all kinds of doggies. And eventually, my dream with Barkville TV, I can't direct all of them. I mean, this is a channel. There are three series on it now. One of the series, the animated series, is done by a friend of mine, another friend of mine, but I'm hoping to bring on other directors and producers. And this will be our network, That's the dream.
Well, maybe with Pet Life Radio, because Mark Winter, our producer, is very creative and talented. You never know. There may be something. You might have a sisterhood, a brotherhood here with Pet Life Radio.
That would be beautiful. I would love that.
Yeah. Well, what is it about the dog, do you think? Because when you're doing some of these, I don't know if you're drinking that herbal fermented probiotic tea or if you're drinking something stronger. But, I'm looking at one of the funnies, Husband and Wolf, that you just released. You're teasing people. But I would love to get in your head. I bet there's a lot of bubbles in your head you never say out loud. But now you can on Barkville TV, right?
Well, that's the fun part, is that I just, I get to pretend. I get to dress them up. I always love dressing my animals up. I used to dress my cats up when I was a little girl. And that's what we do. I have a bunch of doggy wigs. And we actually have a designer. We have a designer, Chloe Johnson, is designing the clothes for the doggies, and eventually I would love to market them for other people to wear, the costumes. We had, Linda, I'm trying to remember, Linda Tabush is a couture designer from Hungary, from Budapest. She did our promos, all of the promo, the gowns, and we want to be able to get those out for people to buy in the shops and do Barkville biscuits. The way we dub our dogs' voices is they chew jerky treats, and I do all organic treats with them, and they chew jerky treats to camera. And the shoots are very short. They're like under an hour. And, when they're full, they stop working.
Hey, folks, we're speaking with Olivia Barash. She is the brains, creative force behind the new TV channel you got to tune into. It's called Barkville TV. It's on YouTube, and there's a Facebook and an Instagram following. But I'm not kidding, guys. I'm tired of must-see TV. Let's get the Barkville TV into homes all over, not only the United States, but North America and beyond. We're going to talk more with her after we take this quick commercial break. So sit and stay. We'll be right back.
time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Dana Humphrey, the founder of Whitegate PR. We have been specializing in PR and marketing in the pet industry for over 10 years. If you have a pet product or service you would like to promote, give us a call. We can help create awareness for your brand on TV, radio, magazines, newspapers, and blogs. Feel free to reach me directly at 619-414-9307 or learn more on our website at whitegatepr.com or follow us on Facebook.
Want to know who the latest trendsetters are in Hollywood? How about Irish setters? Find out who's been spotted with Spot, chowing with their chow, and shopping for Gucci with their Poochie. Get the scoop on all the latest celebrity pet patter right here. Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, this is Joyce DeWitt. You may remember me from Three's Company, inviting you to have the good sense to tune in to the adorable, amazing Arden Moore on Oh Behave on Pet Life Radio.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. I'm having a great time. That's because I have Olivia Barash in the house. Well, actually, she's in her house, and I'm in my studio, but my producer, Mark Winter, we're all three in different places, but I'm giving you a pause up, girl, because you're making a difference in a fun way, and I think maybe people need to know that. It's not one of those, and I love the ASPCA commercials, but they make me cry. You're using humor as your power to better the lives of dogs in shelters and dogs that have been rescued, correct?
Exactly. And that's something that we realized recently. I mean, I realized this from the beginning because it is such a sad situation. And I would cry when I was trying to adopt my doggy Pippin. And I thought, let's show the world how entertaining, how fun, how much joy rescues and dogs and cats bring into our life. Let's show them with humor, and that's what this is all about. I mean, the documentaries can be a little more on the serious side, but
Right.
there's always our Barkville quirk to them. Like we always
Yeah.
have we always throw that in, and that's the thing that I think is going to set us apart. It's kind of the punk rock channel, the punk rock doggy channel.
All right, I like that. And, I do think people always say that that's my team right now.
I hear.
Hello. Hi, it's Olivia. Why aren't we on the show? Barkville, what? That's what they're doing. But I don't like the word rescue or we save them. I like to say sometimes a dog or a cat, as I got from my last two dog and cat, are from shelters. They're shelter alums. What do you think of that term? It's more positive.
That.
Because you know what? It also says that shelter is a good place, and that shelter is just that pet's temporary place until they land in the right home. But I'm just going to start a little campaign on Shelter Alum, and maybe Olivia Barash will help.
That's absolutely. I love that idea.
So Pippin Pippin came from the Chihuahuas of the Valley, so she's a Chihuahua of the Valley alum.
That's right. And now she's in Venice. It's funny, Chihuahuas of the Valley are in Venice and the Valley. So I got her.
For sure. And we say for sure, it's F-U-R. You know that, right?
Yes. And do you guys know about the Chihuahua lift? Have you heard about that?
No, talk to us about that.
The Chihuahua lift, we're going to do a documentary on them. I know there's one man who's doing it. They fly out of Van Nuys Airport in Los Angeles. They fly Chihuahuas back east because there's so many here, and they're more adoptable back east. And he's flown thousands, and I'm going to do a piece on them. I think it's beautiful. And also, Chihuahuas of the Valley fly pit bulls and Chihuahuas to Germany to be adopted. They buy them airline tickets and fly them out to Germany.
Wow. Bow wow. I guess I should say that to make it even more correct. Now, do you sleep? Probably never.
No, not much. Not much lately.
So when you're not trying to get Barkville into everybody's radar and you're not acting, what do you do for fun?
I ride my bike around Venice. I love riding my bike. I now take the metro in LA, which comes right to Bergamot Station, and I ride downtown on the metro to visit my friends, and we go have dinners. I love having dinners at restaurants and lunches, and just, I love LA right now. LA is great, but I'm really excited to go back to New York, which is where I hail from. It's going to be really fun.
You were how old when you first started acting? You were very young.
I was 5.
Wow. I mean, how did that all happen?
Well, it happened with the dancing school. I went to dancing class, and I went to music school at Carnegie Hall. I was taking piano at Carnegie Hall and dancing class in New York City. It was Phil Black's, and all the other kids in my classes were TV kids. They were all doing commercials, and I wanted to do what my peers were doing, and I asked my mom if I could get an agent and audition for a commercial, and that's how it started. And I auditioned, the first commercial I auditioned for, I got, and I did like 55 national commercials in New York. And
what was your first commercial? What was the one you remember?
First commercial was cheese doodles. It was like these cheese puffs, and I got to eat a whole bag of them. I remember just getting to eat cheese doodles, and I loved acting because I got to eat all these treats. It was terrible.
Do you still like cheese doodles? Do you still like?
Not so. I think I got sick of them that day.
Your fingers aren't permanently orange or anything, or no? Okay.
No.
Oh,
and then my next one, the next one was Oreo cookies, and then I got to eat nice. Oreo cookies. Yeah.
Wow, you had a rough, really, really hard childhood, Olivia.
Yeah,
I mean, really. Oreo cookies and cheese. Oh, my gosh. Were your mom and dad in the entertainment industry? What did they do?
They weren't. They were not. I was the only one. I wasn't related to anyone, funny enough. And it was, I mean, you'd think it would have been more difficult because of that. There was a lot of nepotism happening out here in Los Angeles, especially. But no, I just was in the right places at the right times, and I was kind of a natural because I started so young at it, you know, acting was second nature to me, and I was musical. I sang and I danced, and I ended up becoming a songwriter, and I played some songs in some films later on in life. That's what I was doing.
Well, you did We're Baby June in the Gypsy with Angela Lansbury from Murder, She Wrote. She's an amazing actress, but what I'm saying is I would never want to be her friend because when that show was running, everybody died.
Oh, no. Yeah. No, she was great. Angela was amazing, and she was so very famous when we worked with her, and she was so lovely. She played my mom. She played my mama in Gypsy. And I was a little too young to go to Broadway. We did the Theater in the Round tour right before they went to Broadway, but I was like 7 years old, and you had to be 8, I think.
Oh, missed it by that much.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, again, Barkville TV, this is a very ambitious project, but I have a feeling if anybody's going to do it and do it well, it's going to be Olivia Barash. I mean, I do salute you for doing this because in your own creative way, you're going to get more pets in great homes.
I hope so. This is the dream, and the fact that I could enmesh entertainment with adoption, I never thought I could do this. It just came to me one day, and I'm like, let's do it, you know? And now we're doing it.
Well, that's good. So let's get some help so we can get more people coming your way. So we do have Facebook.com/Olivia Barash fans. That's your public figure page, I guess, and it's Barash. And you got the YouTube.com/Barkville TV. Is Instagram, is that Barkville TV? What's the deal?
It's all Barkville TV. Just Barkville TV. And Facebook is Barkville TV also.
Good.
There's a Facebook page. And there's a Twitter page also.
Oh, my gosh.
We just launched all this, so we're just getting it going right now. We need lots of people, lots of followers to support this. It would be great.
All right. Well, we're definitely, when we post the show, we will put all that on your little bio page and all so we can get more people coming your way. Before we say goodbye, is there a message you want to give people?
Stop shopping adoption. Adopt your pets. Though we love all doggies, and we love bought doggies too, but the dogs need homes and the cats need homes, and there's so many in our shelters. And in LA, and I know across the states, it's, you know, they have these high kill shelters. We want to get them out of there so everybody can go and just adopt a pet, and they will rescue you, I promise. That's what's going to happen. That's what happened for me. Pippin rescued me.
Well, Pippin is very wise. May not weigh very much, but that Chihuahua Italian Greyhound mix of yours knows how to be great in front of a camera, but I have a feeling behind the camera, this dog is like 100% and just totally your love bug.
She is. She's my little love. She's right here.
Pippin, I love you, baby. And Kona says, we got to get together. You call my agent and I'll call yours. And maybe I'll get my damn cat in there too. Casey,
Yes.
Casey this, Casey that.
You have a role for your cat in The Dog Father. We're going to do The Dog Father, and we need a cat on the Marlon Brando dog's lap.
Well, guess what? My cat lives with 5 dogs. I think he could do it. Let's do it. So we're going to have to, we're going to talk after we hang up after I do my little sign off, but stick around for a second because seriously, this cat goes all over the country teaching pet first aid and behavior, but is a comedian, a born comedian, and is an alum from the San Diego Humane Society. So there you go. All right. We've had a great time where we've been speaking with Olivia Barash. She is the genius behind Barkville TV. I want you guys to dash over there. We'll put all the good things on social media for you to follow. Help her help the pets. You're going to laugh while you're doing it, guaranteed. So there you go. And Pippin, big paws up to you, young lady. You are a gem. Hey, everybody. I also want to thank my producer, Mark Winter. He makes the show happen each and every week. We are part of the Pet Life Radio Network. That's the #1 pet radio network on the planet. And a lot of kudos goes to the Wizard of Paws, Mr. Mark Winter. And I also want you guys to know I just created a Facebook page, public page, I guess. It's Arden at Four Legged Life Facebook page, so go check it out. I've had my regular Arden Moore, but now I learned you have to have a page, right, Olivia? All right, I got to work. So now I got a page. I'm just putting it all together. And we do want you to go to PetLifeRadio.com. We have great shows there. We have millions of people listening, including on iHeartRadio. And we're going to do what we can, our doggone best, to get the word out about Barkville TV. So,
thank you so much.
Until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave.
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.